Welcome back to Fred Achando Analysis. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell and like our videos. You will be giving us this support and we thank you very much. Kenyans, as usual, did not fail to recognize that ever since the former cabinet secretary George Magoha passed on, the government of the day is not very active, because William Ruto eulogized him and so are the other leaders. But when he flew out of the country, the second in command, Rigathi Gachagua, is not very active. People don't see him around that family. And Raila Odinga visited the family today in pictures where they are seen condoling very closely with the bereaved wife of Magoha. And then there was a tweet from Pauline Njoroge that the former President Uhuru Kenyatta has charged the former Cabinet Secretary of Interior, Mr. Fred Matiang'i and Tuju, to form a committee to take charge of to give their former colleague a befitting send-off. So Kenyans are looking at it and they're saying, hapa kuna kitu. See, Kenyans really read. And if you ask me, I also want to believe that there is something. And the reason why I also want to believe and read from the same page with the other Kenyans is because ever since William Ruto took oath of office, he has continued to demonize the former president and his entire cabinet. You see, when you keep on blaming a government as a government of failure, the government works closely with the cabinet secretaries. They are the people, they are the engine who help a president to realize the dreams. So for William Ruto to keep on blaming Uhuru Kenyatta, and they claim that they inherited a dilapidated economy, everything that was initiated and perpetuated by the previous government have been reversed. And I think Uhuru Kenyatta is not very happy, and even the colleagues of the former cabinet secretary, all the ministers are not very happy, because when you have your contribution to the national government, the incoming government should appreciate, because William Ruto inherited a government and is not working in a vacuum. At least there were offices, there were things that were happening, and so it seems they are not very happy with the president, and this is maybe the reason why they coalesced together, asked the former president to do something, and so the president charged Okengo Matiang'i and Tuju. The other thing that if Kenyans did not fail to notice is the choice. Remember, one of the people who have been a thorn in the flesh or to William Ruto, especially when they were campaigning, is Okengo Matiang'i. He had campaigned against, in fact openly against, William Ruto, and he was supporting Raila Odinga, and so is Honorable Tuju alitesa Ruto. In fact, he is the main cause why William Ruto had to run away from the Jubilee and form his own party. He was really very strict, and he used to tell off William Ruto whenever he thought William Ruto was diverting from their policies. And so the choice of those two radicals also, speaks a lot of volume. But I want to say that President Uhuru Kenyatta must have had a very close and a fond relationship between himself and his cabinet secretaries. So Magoha, very many people believe that Magoha was picked. You remember, Magoha was picked from the University of Nairobi, and then he was taken to the national center where the examination national council, and he championed a lot of changes. It was under his watch when there was a reduction of KCSE cheating. In fact, there was a joke that now that he was out of that office, you realize that there are complaints that there was a lot of cheating. And when his work there at the National Examination Council was very exemplary, and it seems Uhuru Kenyatta was very pleased, and Magoha was brought to the education sector. He became the minister or cabinet secretary of education. Sources indicate that he was a very strict man, and he had requested the president to leave him to work. He never wanted people who micromanage. He did not want where a government would sometimes come and interfere. He wanted to be left alone to implement his policies. So that closeness must have informed the reason why Uhuru wants to charge the former cabinet secretaries to help and take charge of this funeral. The only fear is that William Ruto will read mischief, and when he flies back, he might decide, because he's got the authority as the president, to decide that they're taking charge of the funeral. Someone was also saying that maybe Uhuru Kenyatta feared that William Ruto would treat this funeral very casually. They would not take charge. They would not, give Magoha a befitting send-off, because there was another claim that William Ruto should have ordered the flag to be raised in half-mast as a last respect to Magoha. And so if this did not happen, they felt that William Ruto was not going to do much, and that is why they are doing their part, so that even if William Ruto comes up with other programs, they will not reject, they will just do their part as William Ruto does their part, or they can work very closely so that they help the family. The other thing is that maybe Uhuru and Raila, because Raila was visited the family today, and it is the very day that Uhuru instructed the former cabinet secretaries to take charge. So there could be a discussion that is going on, because it's never coincidence. Don't ever think that there is a coincidence in politics. It could be a choreographed plan so that they can take charge to avoid unnecessary politics that will take place when Magoha will be on his burial day. Remember, these are politicians, and it is coming at a very heightened political temperatures when Raila and the Azimio fraternity have declared that they don't recognize the legitimacy of President William Ruto. And so William Ruto has got the instruments of power. He can decide if he goes to the funeral of the former cabinet secretary. Mr. Magoha hails from Siaya County, and that is also where Raila hails from. They might just play politics, because protocol demands that when William Ruto is there, he's the number one Kenyan, and he will speak last. So maybe they fear that if they don't take charge, then there will be a lot of unnecessary politics that will take place. The other thing that I also think is that maybe Uhuru Kenyatta is also sending a coded message to William Ruto, because William Ruto seems to have to be playing some politics. He's playing a kind of politics where he has segregated some people as his, and the other ones are Uhuru's. Because whenever there is something, if you've seen the way he's dealing even with the former staff that worked with Uhuru Kenyatta, they have been isolated. So it seems maybe Uhuru Kenyatta is also telling him that I have my people. And even worse still, recently when Raila declared that they don't recognize the legitimacy of President William Samoei Ruto, it could be another coded message from the former president that we don't recognize you, because under normal circumstances they would have left William Ruto to take charge to instruct some of maybe the colleagues who worked with him, or the others who are currently working with him in the government, to form a committee. But for them, retired former president, to give instruction to another former cabinet secretary, it could be a message. Maybe it's telling him that we don't recognize you as the president. We are doing our things, because Uhuru Kenyatta has always said that my president is Raila Amolo Odinga. So it could be another form, because the truth is, if you ask me, Uhuru Kenyatta is very rattled. He's a very angry man. They don't want to let the son of Jomo retire peacefully. When he's about to retire, to be peaceful, when he's about to rest, they come up with allegations. So container of blood, anajaribu kumpumzika kidogo, oh, you wanted to kill Itumi. When he's about to settle in some peaceful, tranquil situations, oh, you wanted to kill Chebukati. And I said earlier that Uhuru Kenyatta is a father. He is a grandfather. He is a leader. He has roles even beyond Kenya. He needs to be respected. And I think he really feels that William Ruto is becoming too much. And from where Uhuru he is, I know he's just wondering, was I that bad? Wasn't there anything good that I did? Because the Kenya Kwanza team, led by the president and his deputy, are, portraying Uhuru Kenyatta as a devil. You listen to what they say about Uhuru and you think Uhuru is never a human being. And so whatever is happening simply shows you that Uhuru is never happy, together with his handshake partner Raila Odinga. When William Ruto flies back into the country, we might just see a new twist. William Ruto might decide to take charge. I don't know how things will be, but if William Ruto must attend that funeral, I think there must be prior arrangements, because of the political temperatures are very, very high, and I think the intelligence must do their work well, so that we avert any possible challenges that might be there. I don't know what you think, but that is my take on it.